Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the course. I hope you enjoyed week 1, and I enjoyed getting to know a little bit about everyone and their ethical type. And so this week, we're going to be moving on into some case studies and getting deeper into some philosophical ideas in our textbook. So I just wanted to take you through a walkthrough and give you some tips and tricks for completing Module 2. If you'll go ahead and look at any announcements that I have posted first to make sure you're not missing anything, I would definitely click on that announcements link on your menu bar, go back through and read through all the announcements that I posted during week 1. As either a reminder if you've read them or if you forgot to read them, to refresh yourself on how to be successful in this class. I give a lot of tips and tricks in those announcements, so you don't want to miss any of them. And then when you're finished reading through those announcements, you can go on to week 2 and make sure that you read all of my announcements that I post over the course of week 2, which will be forthcoming. So after the announcements, you'll want to hit on the modules tab or link on the left side of your menu bar and scroll down to module 2 to see what we will be doing for this week. And so what I emphasized in some of my earlier videos in module 1 and in the quiz that we took, the orientation quiz, is that it's really important to click on this learning pathway link in order to find out when things are due. And it also gives an overview of what we're going to be covering during the week. So this week, we're going to be taking a look at ideas on trust and the professional-client relationship. We'll have the opportunity to go through a case study that I think you'll find exciting. So go ahead and look also in this area for our required reading for the week. You'll see that for week 2, we'll be reading pages 11 through 37. And the idea here is to take some notes while you're reading and make sure that you're mastering the material. Because as you post in the student-directed discussion and also, more importantly, in the class discussion, because that's the one that I grade on who's a dog's best friend, you're going to want to incorporate some of the ideas from the text, quote the text, discuss the ideas and how they relate to this case study, and don't forget your citing. That'll help you to get an exemplary on this post. So let's take a look at what's required of Module 2 this week. After you've completed the reading, you'll notice that there are some notes to read through the pre-engage link, and then you'll be moving on to the student-directed discussion called Trusting Ethics. This is a student discussion, so I won't be participating in this one, and you'll be filling out a self-evaluation form. You'll notice our initial post for this one is Thursday, and then you have until Sunday to reply to your peers. And the self-evaluation form will open for you on Saturday, and you'll have until Tuesday to fill that out. And then you'll be moving on to who's a dog's best friend. This one is also due by Thursday, the initial post, with peer replies due by Sunday. And so something to emphasize, that exemplary on participation, then you need to be on the discussion board posting for 3 days that are separate from each other. So you'll make your initial post, say, on a Thursday. You can post early if you want to, and that would be your first post. So then you'll want to wait until another day, say Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and post a second and third post. But make sure that there are 3 separate days that you're posting on. You're required to be on 3 separate days, making posts on each of those days. So for example, let's say you post your initial post on a Thursday, then you might log in and reply to one of your classmates on a Friday and make a second reply on a Saturday, and so on. And that will help you to get full points for that participation section. So you'll also want to make sure that you're reading through the textbook and demonstrating your mastery of how to apply that to our case study, because I'll be looking for what philosophical ideas you understand and whether or not you can apply them to the choice that the veterinarian has to make. So if you just post some comments about what your personal opinion is, that's a great way to start out. But that doesn't show me that you have taken those steps forward to demonstrate your mastery of the material we're learning and incorporate that into your critical thinking skills. So after that, you'll notice that we have another ethical toolkit too. I hope you enjoyed the sample that I posted of my ethical toolkit during week 1, and I'll be doing this again during week 2. I normally post those Wednesdays, so look out for my example of my ethical toolkit on Wednesday. And then if you haven't done so already, you may have done this during module 1, but you can take a look at that completed Smart Art portfolio. There's an example. Sometimes it's good to get that big picture to know where you're going, where we're going to end up with all of this. So that's there for you to look through to get an idea of how we're going to finish up the course and what will be required for each of these Smart Arts. So I can't wait to get started with you on week 2, and I will see you in the discussion area.